Hey guys, welcome to NAB Day 4, final day. Thanks for following along on our CREE8 TV journey. The whole point was to show that anyone can create content from anywhere, even
Lisa, smile.
CREE8. Another fantastic pair of yellow pants. Incredible. I didn't get the memo.
Revolutionizes how content is consumed, offering convenience, variety, personalization, and global accessibility.
Hi, don't you introduce yourself?
Of course. Well, I'm Esteban Saurio from Costa Rica, proudly from Costa Rica, and head of design here at CREE8.
Awesome. And how's NAB 2025 been? What's been the best moment?
Oh my God, it's really hard to pick. No, I'm kidding. The best moment is when we won Product of the Year, absolutely, and all the incredible people that we have the chance to meet right here.
What have you heard a lot about at NAB 2025?
Well, let me tell you, it's my first time here. I always was very curious about the production world. So I heard that it was a massive event, so I always wanted to come. And it's, come on, it's been truly amazing. It's truly amazing. It's incredible to see all the emerging technologies and you know, all these impressive products and ideas just, you know, bringing power in the industry.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do a rapid fire round.
Let's do it.
Describe NAB 2025 in 3 words.
All right. Creativity, innovation, and empowerment.
Okay, people aren't talking enough about blank.
Enough about the true usage of AI.
Okay. And creators don't realize yet how much blank is gonna change the game.
How much CREE8 is changing the game.
Okay. And if I could edit content from anywhere, it would be.
Oh my God. I would love to be in space actually, editing content from the moon, but I definitely would pick a different location every single month.
Okay. And I named my workflow monster blank.
I would name it Ali Makani.
Okay. And why are you so excited about the future of CREE8?
Well, I'm just excited to see how creators are gonna use our platform and the amazing stuff they're gonna build with. you know, that's gonna be priceless to see all the amazing productions and all the creativity that they are gonna put together, empowered by our technology.
Okay, any final words for the CREE8 TV audience?
Well, guys, don't stop creating. Don't let complexity stop you. Stop wasting your time in complex workflows. Sign up to create and just keep creating. You are way valuable when you are just creating. Well, I would say I would love to see all the team right here, because this prize is because of them, because of every single contribution of our team across the world. So cheers to them, they are the truly winners.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Maurice Devera with CREE8. I'm on the growth team, and I report to Eli Weissman.
Cool. And NAB's been pretty exciting this year. What was your best moment?
I think really the best moment was towards the end. Literally, today's the last day, and the gentleman was just standing by himself, looking at our booth, and I introduced myself, and he was from Disney, a big opportunity, right? And when we got into the platform and I started showing him the platform, he said, "I wish this was the first booth that I stopped at, not the last." I think that was really an awesome moment.
Yeah, very cool. And what did you hear a lot about at NAB 2025?
I heard over and over again that they cannot believe that a platform like ours exists. I think there are some people out there, some companies that claim they do what we can do, but not a lot actually do what we do in a seamless way. So we heard it over and over again, and a lot of really high potential customers started to sign up for free accounts.
Nice. And what were the most common workflow bottlenecks that people were telling you about?
Collaboration was up there. Having the ability to collaborate with people real time. It was so frustrating for so many people that they would have to, it causes delays and it causes friction. And our solution solves for that. So it problem solves right away. So I thought that was interesting.
Okay, we're gonna do a rapid fire round. Describe NAB 2025 in 3 words.
I would describe it in 3 words. High potential, and how about we won? That's more.
Okay. More questions. Okay, people aren't talking enough about blank.
Yeah, some of them might be there too.
I think people aren't talking more about CREE8 because they don't know that we exist. And the word is getting out. Literally this morning, based on the win that we had yesterday, that prompted a lot of these high potential customers that I was talking about to come and visit us, because they learned that we won, and other people were talking and they started showing up, which was really great. And it was it's a lot different conversation coming off of a win, a significant win like that. It's a key win for us.
Creators don't realize yet how much blank is going to change the game.
I would say growing files, true growing files, is changing the game, because again, like I said, people claim that they have this ability, but do they really? And once you get these creators in front of the platform and they can see it live while Brian Bedell's out there rendering and editing remotely, and they can see it for themselves. I mean, seeing is believing, and they were able to witness that at NAB.
And if you could edit content from anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I would say Pangasinan in the Philippine Islands, just because I have family over there.
Okay. And what would you name your workflow monster?
I would name my workflow monster Flipsican.
Any parting words for the CREE8 TV audience?
I would say go to our website, check it out, sign up for a free account. You won't regret it.
Awesome. Okay, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Eli Wiseman, and I look after growth and partnerships for CREE8.
And NAB 2025 has been pretty exciting. What was your best moment?
I think the best moment happened on the first day. We had a customer who joined us in the fall, who made us his first stop to tell us how happy he was and how sort of life-changing this was for their creative studio to join the platform. And it's always really gratifying because sometimes you don't know exactly the impact your tool has on a workflow, but it's really fulfilling to hear that from a customer who makes time out of their busy day to come and spend a little bit of their, come and spend a little bit of their time to tell you the impact that your tools have had on their workflow and ask for new stuff, which is always a fantastic challenge for us to identify new workflow challenges, new problems to solve, and remove more friction from growing team.
Yeah. And what have you heard a lot about from people who have stopped by the booth?
What have I heard the most? I think the thing that I heard the most was confusion in the marketplace about whether the cloud is reliable, whether the cloud is fast enough, whether the cloud is really something that big, credible organizations are doing.
Yeah, what are the biggest hang-ups in people's workflow that they've been mentioning to you this week?
The biggest hang-ups. So we like to call them workflow monsters. And one of the first questions I ask people, which they always crack a smile at, is like, bring me your workflow monsters. Tell me the challenges that you're trying to solve. And the most surprising ones are the ones that are simple to solve, that are simply features that are out of the box from CREE8, that are an easy match for the challenges that they bring our way.
Okay, we're going to do rapid fire. Describe NAB 2025 in 3 words.
NAB in 3 words. Exhilarating, exhausting, and exciting.
People aren't talking enough about blank.
I don't think people are talking enough about... That's a good question. I don't think people are talking about how simple and easy it is to work in the cloud. I think there's a lot of cloud icons on the 1,300 booths here at the show. Many of those providers are selling hardware, strangely enough. But the real story here is that we've removed a lot of friction and that the cloud can make things so much faster. And sometimes clients are a little bit skeptical because we have a really simple solution to a very complex problem.
People don't realize yet how much blank will change the game.
I don't think people realize how much remote production changes things.
And if you could edit content from anywhere in the world, where would it be?
On the beach in Santa Barbara.
And what do you name your workflow monster?
Okay, I have a couple. Okay. There's the endless configuration beast. There's the cloud provider settings monster. It's a terrible one. A bunch of these. The endless configuration beast. The I don't have any. I'm fried, I'm sorry. I have like a whole list of ones that clients have told me about. But I will give you one, I will leave you with one quote from a client who joined us at the show. They signed up just before NAB got started. That was on Friday as we were driving here to the show. By Monday morning, that team was 10 people in chairs working on a series of 36 commercial spots. And that's incredibly validating for us to be able to, from the moment a client says yes to the next business day, have 10 people in chairs working, delivering spots, and all the tools they need. This is the same client that came to us and said they had been trying to configure their own workstations in the cloud for about 2 weeks. And the thing he said that impacted us most and why he chose to go create is because we were able to do in 5 minutes what he had been trying to do for 2 weeks' time. And if he continued down that path, he said he'd go out of business because he'd be doing that instead of doing the work his clients paid him to do. That means a ton to us.
And any final words for the CREE8 TV audience?
No, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for going with us on this journey, and reach out. We're ready to help you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Hi, I'm Vince Pitziger and I'm on the board of CREE8.
Awesome. And NAB 2025 was pretty exciting. What was your best moment?
When CREE8 won the award for product of the show.
Yeah. And what did you hear a lot of talk about at NAB this year?
Oh, I think it's very much about AI and how AI is changing the business models, as well as the ability of the market to be able to create content at a lower price point so that there'll be more people creating.
Yeah. And when you talk to people and they tell you about hang-ups in their workflow, what are the biggest ones they mention?
Just a number of tools that they have to bring together in one place and get them to work together, and working with Amazon or Google or whoever the cloud provider is complicated, and the simplicity is very important.
Okay, we're gonna do a rapid fire round. So NAB 2025 in 3 words.
Cloud AI IP.
People aren't talking enough about blank.
You've got some good questions there. They're not talking enough about the changes that are coming to this industry over the next 3 to 5 years for the bigger players who can't really learn how to dance.
And creators don't realize how much blank is gonna change the game.
I think the idea of going direct to consumer in a bunch of different ways that involve merchandising. I know it's not a good one. Can we cut that one?
Yeah, you again. Okay, creators don't realize how much blank will change the game.
Creators don't realize that building intellectual property around what their audience appreciates about the content they're bringing can be enhanced by using some of these AI tools and asset creation tools that can add more value to the content they're creating.
Okay, and if I could edit content from anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Tahiti.
Okay. And what would you name your workflow monster?
Monster. I'd say Ferrari.
Oh, okay. Any final thoughts on NAB 2025?
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Ali Makani. I'm co-founder at CREE8.
Awesome. And NAB 2025, exciting. What's your biggest? What's your biggest takeaway? What have you heard the most about this year?
I think the biggest takeaway from the people that I spoke to is around the future of content creation and how everyone is excited about the new opportunities that brings the content creator's job into the cloud and make it much easier for them to not only create but also distribute.
Yeah, when you've been talking to people, what are their biggest hang-ups in their workflow that they're looking to solve?
I think it's managing data and how heavy data can be from both cost of managing it, moving it, giving access, and the entire package of asset management. So they're looking for ways to make that easier, make it ways for it to be more affordable. At the same time, they wanted to make it more accessible, which those are all opportunities that is really exciting for the future.
Yes. And we won a product of the year last night. How did that make you feel?
It's exciting. For me, it was just a proud moment to have the team on stage and be recognized for the hard work that they did. It's been an incredible 1-year journey, and to be able to say we accomplished this in just that 1 year, it's a massive accomplishment, and it was very exciting to see it.
Yeah, think about what we're gonna do next year.
That's right. We were on side stage this year. Next year we're on center stage.
Yeah. Why are you excited about the future of CREE8? What are you most looking forward to?
I think we have an idea, we had a concept, and we were able to build for it. But what's exciting is to hear customers telling us how much they love it, or they can't believe we have this solution all in one place. That's the exciting part of what CREE8 can do in the future.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a rapid fire. Describe NAB 2025 in 3 words.
Chaos, chaos, chaos.
People aren't talking enough about blank.
Hardware is on its way out.
And creators don't realize yet how much blank will change the game.
Creators don't know how much CREE8 is going to change the game.
And if I could edit content from anywhere, it would be blank. Anywhere in the world or galaxy or...
Well, I would just do it in my bedroom so I don't have to get out of the house.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and the last one. I named my workflow monster blank.
Esteban.
Okay, any parting words for the CREE8 TV crowd?
Thank you for joining us. We're excited about what we're building, and we're excited to see how customers use our product and what they create. So let's go create.
Awesome. Okay, why don't you say hello?
Hey guys, Lisa Watts, CEO of CREE8, out here on the final day of NAB Show 2025. Excited to be out here in the Creators Lab, and I think as most people know now, we won a Product of the Year award, and super excited for the team. I'll put this down over here so that it can have its place of honor. This little guy has been very popular at the show. He symbolizes our mission to be able to create anything, anywhere, even on the moon. So he's become our mascot, and we're just pleased that he can hang out with us as well. So, yeah. What else do we want to talk about?
Yeah, so what have you heard a lot about at NAB 2025?
I've heard a lot that things are changing. People need to adapt. The cloud is here obviously to stay, but it's too complicated. They all want to use it. So one of the most gratifying things is once they learn about CREE8 and they hear that we have that simple mentality in mind, they just get it. We also know that we kind of have to focus on how do we really articulate what we do. We talk about doing remote production, but we do know that, and we have heard that everyone has a different kind of workflow. So the great thing for CREE8 is that those workflows can be adapted, and once they kind of have that conversation, they kind of get it, they're like, aha, the lights come on. So that's been super exciting.
Yeah, when you've been talking to people at NAB, what is their biggest workflow hang-up that they have been mentioning to you?
Well, I mean, I still hear that people have multiple copies of content. They're still shipping hard drives. I just talked to a guy a few minutes ago who said they lost an entire project because the editor was going home with his hard drive in his jacket on his motorcycle and sadly got into an accident. I mean, he's okay, but the hard drive got crushed and the entire project was lost. There was another guy the other day who is an influencer, or an editor, and he was waiting for someone to send him a hard drive. It was in FedEx. He really could have used it that same day, and he's like, oh man, if I could have just had him upload it to me, I wouldn't be waiting for the FedEx package. And then the other thing about being able to work with people from all all over the world, same thing. They're still shipping computers around, they're still shipping hard drives around. They're putting them on various places like Dropbox and Google Drive. And yeah, it's still this whole thing about centralizing media in one place and bringing people and technology to that content starts to really resonate because they all have these major pain points. And then how difficult it is to actually get online. Lots of them have tried AWS. I mean, I think we have a blog article on our website that says how to do this yourself, but it takes you 14 minutes to read it and you haven't even done any of the steps. And so they love the fact that from a creative perspective, we're thinking about that ease of use and how do you get a team on quickly. I like to call us the F1 pit stops team for production. And so they really get that, and that's been really fun to share with everyone.
Could you talk a little bit about what we did with CREE8 TV this year? Why is that so exciting?
Oh, that was super exciting. I thought the team was going to kill me when I brought it up, but I said, we have all these tools for doing live production, and we want it to be really easy. So to see how easy it was, we kind of brought in our whole team that doesn't have any experience in big broadcast trucks. I mean, we spent a lot of time in broadcast trucks understanding the different pain points, but we wanted to challenge the team to do it ourselves. And so what we were able to do is use some of the standard components that we recommend to our clients and bring it up online, and worked with the NAB show and the Creator Lab curator Robin Raskin to actually plug in the encoder over here on the stage and be able to broadcast that live. I don't know if there was anywhere else at NAB that was actually broadcasting live this year, so this was a real fun project. They're very excited about it. We're very excited about it. We'll do a little bit of a write-up there, but our editor is in Denver, our technical team's in Mexico, we had Emma here who's recording you, as well as Esteban, kind of creating and contributing content from all different places, and so I think we got a really good idea of what the power of CREE8 is, and then of course it gives us lots of ideas of where we can continue to innovate in the future.
Yeah, okay, we're going to do a rapid fire round. Describe NAB 2025 in 3 words.
Amazing, fantastic, energizing.
Yeah. And if I could edit content from anywhere, it would be blank.
It would be from Belize.
Oh, okay. People aren't talking enough about blank.
Aren't talking enough about quality of life for their creatives.
And creators don't realize yet how much blank will change the game.
I don't think creators realize how much cloud will change the game.
Okay, and what would you name your workflow monster?
I would name my workflow monster Bernadette.
Okay, and why are you so excited about the future for CREE8?
We are solving real problems for real people, trying to get them back to storytelling, and these stories need to be told. And I feel that we are focused on the right things, reducing those pain points, getting the technology out of the way, but also giving them access to all the power that technology brings. And that really gets me up in the morning, keeps me excited, and keeps me moving.
Awesome. Any parting words?
See you next year.
It's already going already.
And that's a wrap on NAB 2025. Thanks so much for tuning in to CREE8 TV. We've loved having you here.
This was something that we thought about 1 week before the conference started. We were like, how can we get the least experienced people in the entire conference to start a live production? And we were able to figure it out. So if we could do it using CREE8's credible platform, anybody can. Thank you so much.